Hello and welcome to Brainy Gardener. Today, it is all about how to grow and care for Aloe marlothii. The Aloe marlothii, also called Mountain Aloe, is a beautiful succulent plant that belongs to the Asphodelaceae family. Native to South Africa, it has been introduced to many parts of the world as an ornamental plant. It is often used for landscaping and can be found in many gardens worldwide. The rosette of green leaves is borne on a single stem that becomes more and more prominent with age. The leaves are densely covered in spines at the juvenile stage, but less so as adults. Aloe marlothii is a relatively easy plant to care for. It does not require much attention, demanding little from the gardener beyond the basics. Mountain aloe will thrive in full sun. However, it prefers a location that receives at least 4 hours of direct sunlight daily. Although it can survive in partial shade as well, it will not grow to be as vigorous. Mountain aloe prefers well-drained soil that is sandy or gravelly. It will not tolerate heavy, wet soil or standing water in the root zone. If your garden does not drain well, use raised beds filled with cactus and succulent potting mix instead of regular potting soil. The mountain aloe does not require a lot of water. In fact, overwatering can lead to root rot or other fungal problems. It is best to allow the soil to dry out between watering. This may be as little as once every week or two during the hot summer months. Mountain aloe does not require a lot of fertilizer. Too much fertilizer can be harmful to the plant. It is best to fertilize once every 3 months during the growing season at most. Use a balanced, slow-release fertilizer administered through the water. The mountain aloe does best in warm climates. Unfortunately, it will not tolerate temperatures below freezing. It is best to provide some heat relief from late fall through spring. Ideal temperatures of this aloe range from 55 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. The mountain aloe is generally a low-maintenance plant. It is best to prune this aloe if it begins to look unkempt or unhealthy. You can cut off any dead leaves and trim back any dead growth you find on the plant's surface. Mountain aloe does not need to be repotted very often. It is best to repot this aloe only when the roots begin to grow too large for its container. If you decide to change up its container, choose one with plenty of drainage holes. Spring is the best time to undergo this process. Use the pot one size larger than the previous container to account for future growth. Prepare the soil. Well-draining and sandy soil is the best. A commercial succulent or cactus mix will do. Choose a spot that is sunny with good air circulation. Remove the plant from its container with a trowel or by hand. Unearth the root ball and shake off excess soil to reveal any circling or fibrous roots. Fill the new container with soil to about 1 inch from the top. Gently place the plant on top of the soil. Firmly press down around the root ball with your hands or a spoon. Add more soil as needed to cover any exposed roots. Water after a week, and you are done. Mountain aloe is a very prolific plant, as such can be propagated by using the tillers, cuttings, or seeds from a mature plant. Using seeds is one of the easy and effective methods of propagation of these plants. When using the seeds, sow the aloe seeds in a tray filled with fine textured, well-draining potting mix. Ensure that the planting medium is moist, then place the container in a warm spot. Place an upside-down bowl over it to create humidity around your seeds. Keep the soil moist at all times but not soggy. Seeds should germinate within 2 weeks. As the plant grows, move it into a sunny window or outdoors when temperatures are above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Transplant into a permanent spot when big enough. If you are using the offsets method, gently remove an offset from the plant. Wait for it to callus over and heal. Plant in well-draining soil. Water well and keep in a warm, sunny spot, and you are done. The flowers vary in color between shades of yellow, orange, and red. They are born of laterally extending and almost horizontal racemes that rise from the center of the rosette. This is also why this species is sometimes referred to as flat-flowered aloe. Multiple racemes around 30 grow to bear these flowers. Mountain aloe is non-toxic. It is safe for humans and animals. However, it should not be consumed. Mealybugs, hail insects, and aphids are some of the most common pests of these plants. Mealybugs feed on sap and can cause damage to the plant. If you notice white cottony masses on your aloe, then it probably has mealybugs infesting it. If left untreated, mealybugs will eventually kill your plant. Scale insects are small and tend to be brown, but they can also be yellow or tan. These insects secrete a protective shell-like substance. This covering helps them hide from predators while they suck sap from the plant. If you see this covering on your aloe, then it likely has scale insects infesting it. Aphids are also sap-sucking insects that can be white or gray. They tend to be found on new growth and under the leaves of your aloe plant. If you notice small pear-shaped insects crawling around your aloe, these are likely aphids. Please note and avoid overwatering the plant, placing it under harsh sunlight, using poorly drained potting mediums, and fertilizing during the dormancy period. Overwatering, over-fertilization, and browning leaves are some of the most common problems of these plants. Overwatering causes most of an aloe plant's woes, especially in winter when it's cold outside. If you leave your aloe plant sitting in water for more than a day, then it can rot from the inside out. Prevention is key if you want your mountain aloe to live a long life. Over-fertilization can cause aloe plants to develop nutrient burn, which is a condition that causes the leaves to turn brown and crispy. You can avoid this problem by using fertilizer sparingly and only when your plant needs it. Aloe plants often develop brown leaves due to a lack of water or too much sun. If you keep your aloe plant indoors, then its leaves may turn brown if they're getting too much light. However, if the problem is too much light, such as leaving your aloe plant outside in the direct sun, then the browning leaves can be fixed by placing some form of shade over it during the day.